Alright, hello everybody. We are back with Final Fantasy XII. I know I'm really going for it this week, but I've got a lot of extra free time this week, so yeah, I just decided I'm gonna be playing today and tomorrow. So, yeah, to start, oh, I forgot to check something. Hang on. So there is so we're doing the Tomb of Raithwall, we're doing the Tomb of Raithwall thing. That's the dungeon. That's what we're doing right now. There's a what is it? Okay, so there's a boss really early on. I just need to double check something. Oh, okay. Well, there used to be a really good sword you could get if you did like an optional boss at the very start here, but you don't. Apparently, in this version of the game, they took that out, so I guess not. There's you'll see it really early on here, but yeah, the Tomb of Raithwall is an interesting little dungeon. It's like it's split up into parts. As you can see, this little lantern thing is very relevant. It's a contraption you'll find in all but the most rudimentary ancient ruin. One touch and off your whisk to you know not where. The finer points of their operation elude me, but they're handy all the same. What more need a sky pirate know? Sorry, I got the morning sniffles again. Anyway, yeah, so that's, so when you walk up to these, you'll notice, yeah, it kinda flashes, and then, like, it shows you where, like, that everyone's together, and then then you go, and then it teleports you who knows where, and a big part of it is, with God's craft armed guard we his tomb, Dyad stirred, come they one unto the other. Yeah, this is kind of your key to moving around, because the whole tomb is like chopped up into little sections with little then you teleport all over the place. I think if you touch this, you don't go anywhere. Yeah, so you need to. This one's inactive, which is why it's like rotating a little slower, and it's got like a blue color instead of a yellow one. And I think that's the one you tell. I think there's something like way at the end of the dungeon. There's one you touch and that teleports you back here at the to the start. This is not accessible. That bridge is not. That's a little like long staircase that needs to get lowered. So that's not a thing yet. This is also inaccessible. Okay, yeah. It's kind of like a. It's like a classic dungeon. It's a more classic dungeon than the ones we've run into before. And this is the boss I was talking about. So this thing's the Demon Wall, and this part this part where it starts chasing you the first time is optional. It's a lot tougher in this form than it is in the when you fight it again later. Spoiler alert: you fight it again later. But in this game. In the original Final Fantasy XII,
Fight or run. We better decide fast.
In the original Final Fantasy XII, they made it so that they made it so that if you killed this thing, it basically had a there was a chest you would get access to that would drop a really cool sword called a Demon's Bane sword, I think, but like the timing's really tight. Party. Swap Ash out for Ron. Yeah. As you can see, this thing's kind of pushing us. I honestly don't think I have the damage for this right now. Foster's got reduced defense. Yeah, let's just leave. But the Demon Wall, basically what it does is that it basically pushes you gradually, and if it squishes you against the wall, you just die. So in that one's optional. You can just take the door out and leave. This one is not optional. This one's required.
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
have fast forward turned on for some reason. Why don't you, yeah, put eye drops on. Yeah, they've got a cute little diagram on the right there to tell you how far the thing's gone. This thing's a lot slower than the other one, so there's less of a time constraint. Can we slow this thing? Actually, does it have? No. Okay. Last one had reflect up, but this one does not. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. I think we're fine. I don't think Fran can. I don't think Fran can slow this thing. Back at them. Uh-oh. Hey, magic might be a little threatening. He fucking banished Fran to the ether. What the hell was that? Alright, well, whatever. We'll be fine. X zone. We don't know where she is. She's gone. Banished to the void. Oh yeah, by the way, just a tiny bit of grinding between this part and last part, like right after I finished up the last stream. It's nothing too crazy. I think last we left off, everyone was like 17, 18. I think now everyone's like 18, 19. And I did it so that I could get a little bit more money and get all my shield bearers golden shields. Fran's just gone. There's just like a space missing next to Vaughn, like we don't know where she is. Oh, that's tragic. You coming back? All right, well, this is a three-man party now. She's just gone. She's just gone. Oh no, wait, no, not 18, 19. Everyone's just level 18. So I leveled off everyone's levels and got us all back and got golden shields for all of our shield people. One thing Final Fantasy really went hard on as the games went on was the visual effects. They just kind of get more impressive and involved as the series has gone on. I remember by the time, like when Final Fantasy 13 rolled around, I remember watching a video where some guys were like they were commentating over like a boss fight battle. One of them was just like, dude, I have no idea what's going on. There's so many particle effects happening. Like, it's very pretty, but I can't comprehend any of this. Because Final Fantasy 13 was wacky. It was such a weird game. Like, I guess there's a reason they haven't brought it over to PC, or as far as I know, they haven't brought it over to PC, because in Final Fantasy 13, the way they did magic in a lot of the Final Fantasies was like a big thing. It was like you're throwing a grenade. Like it was like a consumable thing that you would throw out, and it would do damage and have like a special effect or something. Final Fantasy 13 treated magic like bullets. Like you could just throw three fire spells in a row, and you didn't really have to think about it.
Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit.
13 was fucking weird. Everything after Final Fantasy X, they've been like gradually moving more and more towards like real-time sort of action RPG stuff, and then like I'd say 12 handled it pretty well, but 13 to 15 were just like 13 and 15 were just awkward.
It
14 was his
sleeps in
MMO. It
waiting,
did its job just
somewhere
fine.
deep within.
But 13 and well,
can you be
14
certain?
had a really bad launch, but then they redid it and then it was okay. But 13 and 15 did not handle the hybridization between like more action RPG concepts and standard like traditional JRPG concepts very well. Because in 13, like it was. They wanted the gameplay to feel fast and mobile, I think, and as a result, it wasn't very tactical. They literally had a button where you could called auto battle, and you could press it, and it would like load up all of your abilities for you, so you could just kind of watch everyone dance around and fight. Where does this take us? I guess I was wrong. The blue ones do teleport you. Sorry. White. It's blinding! Okay. Oh, and this takes you back to the start. Okay. Well, that's if you want to come back and buy stuff or recuperate at the save crystal. I gotcha. Fran is back. I guess a scene transition brought her back to us. Back from her vacation in the abyss. Oh, the bats in here are white. I guess because there's not a lot of sun. Oh yeah, this is a big tomb. Look at how deep it is. Holy shit. We're gonna be here a while. So it's a big dungeon. I don't think Final Fantasy was wasn't like the best received. I don't think Final Fantasy 12 was the best received Final Fantasy, but it definitely, there's definitely something to it. It's I thought the game was great. I thought this game was pretty fun, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought I had a lot of fun with it. And I thought the game just kind of looked really neat, and I thought it had a really unique I thought it had a really unique battle system that I thought was cool. Like I like this. I like what we're seeing right now. This is neat. I appreciate it. Like, am I running around and pressing a bunch of buttons all the time? No. Most of the time I'm just kind of watching them attack, but I like watching them attack, you know? It's less pressure on me. I always get nervous whenever I play a game that has high like mechanical requirements. Like you need to it's like there's like a performance requirement to like do it. Like I always found stuff like Devil May Cry really intimidating. I never gave those games a try just because it's like most of the time when you see people put footage out of those games, it's like it's someone doing some ridiculous like 50-point combo, and even though realistically you probably don't need to do that, it was still like the fact that that's the sort of thing you need to look for kind of threw me off, especially as like those series go on and they tend to get designed for people who have played a good chunk of them already. I don't know, that's probably just me overthinking it, but I do get nervous about these things. 4 bones. We're back in the bone zone. Congratulations, Vaughn. Get out of the party. This video is probably entirely going to be me just talking to myself, considering that I really doubt anyone's gonna come in and chat on Monday morning. Like it is a regrettable work time right now. I don't think I'm gonna be pulling too many people. Oh yeah, this is what the treasure chests look like here. They're like actual boxes this time, instead of those weird like urns that you see everywhere else. Like a Balthier. He's got a ridiculous health bar, so control him right now. Why does everyone know the multi-blind spells? I don't like it. much damage does that crossbow do? Let's see. 342 damage. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, Panella's dangerous now. This lance inflicts slow? It does. That's why it's called a heavy lance. It makes you heavy. It's not because the lance itself is heavy. Ugh, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. What little headdresses some of these skeletons have? Glad they got some decoration instead of just being literally just being bones. Cough, cough, Skyrim, cough, cough. Really interesting kind of seeing the difference in, like, attention, I guess, between games like this and more Western RPGs. I don't know, I always found Final Fantasy interesting, like, from appearance-wise. They always like I think their art design team's pretty top-notch, I'm pretty sure. At least that's my guess, considering how much emphasis they put on these things. Okay, nearly everyone's level 19. That's neat. Sup Raithwall. I actually have 2 playthroughs of this game I made. I keep talking about the one where I was a kid, but that kind of stopped right at Leviathan, so I never got to here, I think. The other one, I played it later when I originally got the Zodiac version of the game, so that's this version. And when I played that game, I got to, like... I think I got to the second time you go into the Celica Wood, which was quite a bit, a ways farther than this, and then I haven't gone past that, like, ever. So I've done Tomb of Raithwall before, and I've done like a good chunk of the stuff past this, like Mount Baromesis or Omnisis or however they pronounce that whole thing. But everything past that, no, I haven't done that. A luminous barrel and jewel is set in the pedestal. Touch it. Hell yeah, what could go wrong? Nice, we're not dead yet. Oh, we might be. We have oil on us. That's a status effect that they don't have on a whole lot of Final Fantasies. Is oil, which basically makes it that specifically fire does more damage to the person afflicted. Maybe not that much damage, I guess. Hang on, how much damage is this going to do? Only 94, that's not bad, actually. I guess everyone's got so much health, it's kind of skewed on my end, but I definitely don't think 94 is all that terrible. There are some enemies where like they'll cast oil on you, and then when they hit you with fire, it just instantly fucking kills you. Or at least I remember that happening at least once. At least when you're fighting against bombs, something like that. And either way, I remember it being pretty bad. God damn, Fran. Kind of a funny idea, isn't it? I'm gonna douse you in oil before I catch you on fire. Like, it makes sense, but... I don't know. I guess that's kind of how a flamethrower works, isn't it? Because a flamethrower usually shoots like napalm or something, and then that catches on fire, and then so like, because like a flamethrower is basically just a hose that shoots flaming napalm, so it like the napalm gets on a person and that catches on fire, and that's what's really dangerous. Because if you have a flamethrower like the one Elon Musk sells, the boring one, that one's a gas-based flamethrower, so it doesn't go quite as far, and it's less likely to completely murder a person. It's still dangerous, but Or like I think that one specifically is more like a lighter, so it's not that bad, I guess. But like a gas flamethrower, which is usually what's like presented in video games, isn't like it's not nearly as dangerous because the gas doesn't attach to like it doesn't stick to your skin or your clothes or anything like that. But real actual flamethrowers used in the World Wars, no, those were pretty awful. Like cannot be understated, pretty goddamn bad. Alright, well, I'm gonna... Can I like be careful? I guess not. Fucking Voss... I was, like, trying to get, like, dance around that trap, and Vossler just stomped right on top of it. Sure, buddy, sure. Appreciate it. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay, I am here. One thing I thought of to mention, they revealed Final Fantasy XVI not too long ago. It was like what was it? It was an interesting looking game. They had a It's like it looks like they've gone full combo centric like action RPG with it, and what that means is that it seems like it's gonna play like Devil May Cry, which is one reason why I brought that up. And I'm kind of curious because in the gameplay footage, I don't know if it's just because they aren't Vanish. I'm not sure if it's just because they aren't ready to show them off yet or anything like that, but I didn't see any additional party members in the gameplay, which has me just a little concerned, just because it's like it's a little weird. Oh god, Pinello knows invisibility. Oh, but I thought it was kind of weird just because they Final Fantasy, like as a JRPG, was always kind of about as like a JRPG, kind of had a lot of emphasis on the fact that you have a party that's made up of like an eclectic group of people that like inevitably have to like band together and deal with whatever the big problem is, right? That's like a staple of every RPG, let alone JRPG. So like it's a little weird how that's kind of de-emphasized in the footage that they've shown so far for 15, not 15, 16. God, we're at 16 now. But it's a little weird. I don't know. That's kind of the totality of my opinion, I guess. But it's I kind of hope there's a good group of characters that you interact with, because if you spend most of the journey alone, it's definitely gonna be weird. Because it's definitely gonna feel like not Final Fantasy as a result, if you ask me. I'm not sure how attached people were to the whole notion of having multiple party members and having them all work together, but I figured it was pretty integral to how those games feel, because it's an adventuring party, it's a group. You know, you don't struggle alone, that sort of thing. And like, you know, Fallout and games like that have shown that you can definitely have an RPG experience with a single character as your protagonist. Instead of it being like a whole party of people that they're interacting with that are interesting and different, it's like it's one person struggling, but like meeting an eclectic cast of like NPCs and like going along and like experiencing their struggles and their circumstances. Whereas instead of it being like a persistent group, but maybe you get like one additional like companion, or there's consistent characters that you interact with throughout, and that kind of creates the same functionality. But it's still weird. Still definitely a far cry from the original Final Fantasies. Although then again, in Final Fantasy I, it's not like the characters interacted with each other much. They were just kind of The main reason you had a party was so that you had like a spread of different classes to work with. It's a Zambo. Ouch. I fucking love these. I guess that's a chimera. I fucking love the little cockatrice based like enemies and how they just roll around. I love that. It's like I find there's something funny about like things that just roll as their default movement. Like that's a thing in Elden Ring. I think some of the enemies just roll around, and I always found that goofy as hell. Yeah, there's a treasure chest here. A Chanter's Jabella. What? That's a... Yeah, we already have those. Absolutely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on the licenses for right now, because when we're done with Raithwall's tomb, then we can pick up the second license board, and then shit has the then we can really shape these characters up, put them where they need to be. One thing that's kind of interesting, what is it? That's right. So the funny thing about this game is that the difference between heavy armor, light armor, and mystic armor isn't actually like the defense values. It's the stats that they boost. Like, so heavy armor doesn't just defend more against physical attacks or anything like that. It increases the wearer's strength. And mystic armor increases the wearer's magic power, whereas light armor increases the wearer's speed. So it's like it's different priorities depending. It's different priorities depending on what you want in your characters. But like it's a little weird because I'm used to, like, usually there's more. It's like each one has a disadvantage as well as an advantage. So like heavy armor, like in RuneScape, the difference between heavy armor and like lighter armor is that lighter armor like defended against magic, heavy armor did not. Whereas heavy armor provided better defense against physical attacks. And then in touch that thing. And then in what was it? Look, I'm like not thinking right now. And then in what other game? Like in games like Skyrim or whatever, like usually it's like light armor gives you additional movement speed, or like heavy armor would slow you down, but it protects you more. So like you'd be disadvantaged because of you'd be slower, but you don't take as much damage to kind of make up for the fact that you can't dodge as much stuff. Things like that. But in this game, no, it's just there's a different stat boost for each one, which is just a little. It's interesting, I think. Because you wouldn't think of it as like I'm wearing plate mail, so I hit harder, you know? Maybe it's wearing all that plate armor all the time means you work out all the time. It makes you build muscles. You know, it's like an immersive feature. Whereas if you wear mystic armor, that means you're probably a nerd and you study more, so you're better with magic. And if you wear light armor, that means you just don't want to be slowed down, so you run a lot. Maybe it's about the personality of the person wearing it rather than some intrinsic quality of the clothing itself. Wait, where does this lead? Wait, what was the purpose of lowering that pedestal? Oh, okay. Alright, so this is the next area. We hit both of those. We hit both of those little buttons in the last area, and now we're here.
Fog? Underground?
Is that the mist?
Not fog. Mist. You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also innate. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
I am fully aware. Ugh. I like no one's under any illusions that Vaughn's like everyone's aware that Vaughn's a dumbass. But the funny thing is that the mist is another concept that like carries through multiple Final Fantasies, and in games like what was it? I think the first time I ran into it was in Final Fantasy IX. I'm not sure if that was the first one to include it, but it was like this. Like in Final Fantasy IX, it's like, oh, the mist is just kind of everywhere. Like it powers engines, but it also spawns monsters. So it's kind of like a sort of, it's hurting us but helping us sort of situation. Like which I guess kind of work with the whole like focus on industrialization. This is an Esper that we're about to fight, and like that whole focus on industrialization and all that in Final Fantasy IX. And then I don't remember if it was in Final Fantasy X, but it's definitely a thing here where it's like a dense magic fog where things are more dangerous in the mist, but also it allows you to cast more magic. Yeah, Belias. He's our hot boy. Hey, hang on. Can we slow this creature? He's slowed! Hell yeah. What's he got going on? Okay, he's slow. We've got that. We've managed to stick that one. Technics. Pretty sure both here. You try and steal from him. Let's see what happens. Let's also lower. Let's lower his defense. Still an Ares gem. Hell yeah. Not what I wanted to do. Health. No, we're good on health for right now. What else can we do to him? Taking action? No, that's gonna be. I don't think that'll happen. One ally invisible. Get his Monster Guardian license out of his wallet. Sorry, I've got your authority, buddy. I'm about to call the cops on you. Can you stop bullying my crossbow girl? She's got not a lot of health. Crater barrier. Shell and protect. Hang on. Someone knows dispel, don't they? Maybe not. Maybe that's just a moat we've got. Fire Aja! Wait, that's bad! Who's he targeting? God. No, that's not gonna be good. Okay, whatever. We'll just take it. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it, you dumb bitch. I'm not gonna lie, that looks kind of bad. Oh, we're fine. We're okay. No one died. That was the main thing I'm concerned about. Actually, Penelo might be about to bite it. Okay, we're good. Came in just in time. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. Can you stop? What do you have against this girl? Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool. He's back on fighting Balthier. The guy with oodles and oodles of health. Probably, I think Balthier literally has nearly as much health as like the entire. No, I think he has more health than the entire party combined. Than like the rest of the party combined. There you go. He fucking melted. Now we've got a crystal. Hell yeah. That's his license. I did it for you, Kurt. I stole it. I fucking murdered him and took his license, and now I'm licensed to be a monster guardian.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas for which the gods took heed of him.
I do have the license to
Thereafter, it
steal.
was
That
ever
is something I
bound to
do
him
have.
thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast
This
King's
game actually
treasure?
takes place in a dystopia where as long as you can acquire the license for it, you can
Not
do
so.
anything to
The
anyone.
Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
You got a license to steal, legally,
That's
the
your
guards
treasure?
cannot stop you from taking what
In
you
this
want.
Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
Alright. I have acquired a creature and will now enslave it to my will. I love it. There's like a reasoning to... Yeah. Only one character can obtain this license. When a character obtains the license, it will be removed from the boards of all other characters. The second board license has been added to the license board. Characters who have earned the second board license can access an additional license board. Okay, so there's a couple things. There's like a reasoning. You can get Belias. But there's like I need to like look a little bit more into it, but there's like a reasoning to getting Belias as like getting certain Esper, because there's multiple Espers in the game. There's certain Espers that work better with certain classes than like certain other characters. There's like a way to like game it so that you know which ones to grab. Anywho, Balthiers and Ulan. Hang on, I wrote this down somewhere. Sec. Oh, yeah, we're gonna make him a machinist, that he's fast. There we go. Speed. So now, if we look at his board, we can toggle it so that we can look between the two. And the stuff that we grabbed, so all of these HP nodes here, all of them were present on the machinist board down here. So now we can access this chunk of the board without having to like get all the way over here by picking up a bunch of measures or whatever the fuck. I also have swiftness over here. The one thing, I think one thing you're supposed to do with this whole deal is you're supposed to pick things that don't overlap, but like I guess in this case there is quite a bit of overlap between Machinist and Ulan, so Balthier's probably not going to be our best character, but I did want someone to have guns just for me, just for my interest, you know. Swiftness right here. There we go. Riven. Okay, Vaughn Shikari. Where's his? It's right there. I want Vaughn to become a white mage, so he's gonna be our backup healer. And Fran is going to be an archer on the side, so she's gonna start using bows. There's a really big fire spell that I want to get and then I want to equip Fran with the burning bow so that it's really good. We'll make her an archer. There we go. Another thing I saw for putting on Fran was to make her like a monk / foe breaker, because apparently she's really good at using poles. So like apparently she's like really fast when she uses them. Hey, Penelo, our black mage. She's gonna be our other magic damage dealer. Ash is gonna be a knight. Bosch is gonna be a boosh. Oh god, I've got more licenses than I've had before. I'm gonna be unstoppably powerful. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, yeah, so the way this works out is that Vaughn and Ash are gonna be like my melee healer characters. So Ash is gonna be a white mage with a knight. We're gonna get her great swords and then maybe eventually Excalibur. Vaughn's gonna be white mage Shikari, so he's gonna have a lot of evade, and he's also going to he's gonna have like ninja blades and stuff like that. There's a really good one apparently, and they're also both gonna be like our main healers. Bosch and Balthier are gonna be like our frontline melee characters. So Balthier's gonna be like he's like an Ulan Machinist, so he's gonna be he's gonna be like we're mainly going to put spears on him. I don't think we're gonna use the guns so much. I might change Balthier's licenses around actually. I'm not sure how much I like that. Bosch is gonna be a Knight Bushi. We're gonna give him katanas, and he's going to be our like big frontline boy. Balthier in the meanwhile is gonna be like I'll figure something out with him. Fran and Penelo are gonna be like our our black magic characters. So like they're both gonna have access to like high level offensive spells for enemy clearing. So basically the way this is gonna work out is that we're gonna have like our two party we're gonna have either Vaughn or Ash, and then either Balthier or Bosch, and then either Fran or Penelo. So Balthier, Fran, and Ash for right now, we'll say. And the way that's gonna, I think that all makes sense. And then like this'll make more sense as like the game goes on. But that's kind of like my mentality for the whole situation so far. And the person we're going to be controlling from here on out is probably going to be either Balthier or Bosch, because I think if you control a character, it should be the main heavy tank guy in the front. That's our plan anyway. I might after this stream ends reconsider Balthier, but we'll see. I almost tried to leave the tomb without grabbing the thing we came here for in the first place. That's the rock. That's the good rock. That's what Ash needs.
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
Yes, please grab the rock. We need to leave. I don't want the Empire to come and revoke all the licenses I just got.
What?
Oh my god. It's my dead husband. What's he doing here?
Wrestler.
Okay, yeah, this is something that they bring up, and I have no idea what the explanation is. For some fucking reason, Vaughn can see Ash's dead husband's ghost. I don't know why. I think Ash can see it because of some, like, royalty, like, magic thing. I don't know why Vaughn can see it. I'm not sure.
You will be avenged.
I think they bring it up in a cutscene in a little bit, but I don't think they ever expand on it. You know, there's an item in Baldur's Gate 3 that you can pick up. It's like a little fucking, like, bulb that you can throw, and it, like, creates a little zone of, like, noxious gas, and it kind of looks like that. I have special eyes. Look with your special eyes. My brand! I love how sometimes I love that feature of the internet where sometimes my husband I love that feature of the internet where it's just like sometimes something really innocuous but it like remarkably silly just immediately becomes like worldwide famous. like that fucking commercial. A strong mist prevents teleportation. I think that means we're about to have a fight. Oh yeah, if I recall correctly, something happens in a little bit. Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, boats. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's the Star Destroyer. Well, it's the feds. I'm about to lose my licenses.
To again be graced with your presence, Majesty.
I knew we should have killed you when I had the chance.
With such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse.
Guys, you guys arrested her.
Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
No.
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Raithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite.
Okay, yeah. So just to clarify, in case you're confused, Nethicite is the rock that absorbs magic. Magicite is the rock that I think exudes magic.
Are you mad, Vossler?
So there's two kinds of Nethicite. There's day-affected Nethicite, which I think is it's like original Nethicite. So it's like actual crystals you can acquire, and then that does like something really like magical. We'll see in a little bit. What Penelo has that she was given by Larsa is like artifacted Nethicite. So it's artificial. It's like artificially like made, and that also does the job. But it's not quite the same.
For a stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
The Empire
Lady Ash,
wants the day-affected Nethicite for something, and they're willing to offer Ash the opportunity to become the puppet of the Empire-owned Rabanastra, or Dalmasca, I don't fucking remember.
At least your sword is to
I think
the
Dalmasca is the nation? I don't know. And yeah, she hands it over. They want the rock for something, you'll see.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
I feel like Vaughn is just saying less and less in each of these cutscenes.
Captain Azulus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanastre soon.
Also, Vossler, despite being a cool guy, is a big traitor, and wanted the rock too, which is why he was working with us the whole fucking time.
I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
The Shiva? Yes, it is. It's a light cruiser class airship Shiva, 8th Fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army. Damn, you guys have a lot of resources.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well.
Okay, Dalmasca is the Empire, Rabanastre is the capital city. I got it.
I believe Lars has the key. He'll listen to us.
Or Dalmasca is a kingdom or something like that. That makes more sense.
Who are you, Vossler, to
They
talk
have
of
kings and
trust?
princesses.
a son of Dalmasca.
So they put the rock in a little
Our equipment here is
chamber
limited,
here.
so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment.
So in order to
Once
figure
we
out
connect
how
to the stone, your
strong
reaction
the
should be
stone
easy
is, they're
enough.
just gonna jam it into the engine.
Results.
A lot of fucking ornate resources too. Yeah, no, they like decorating for sure.
Fran?
So Fran starts going a little nuts. You know, the mist, it's got her allergies up, which understandably makes her go a little nuts.
This must be deified nethicite. The count still climbs.
Ah, we found it at last. True day-affected nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, vain.
So the rock's like super magic fuel, I guess.
What is it? You stand.
I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, there he goes.
Hold her down!
I guess.
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason.
I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
I like Fran's idea of beating the shit out of everyone. I like it.
Sky pirates. The future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
Oh yeah, Vossler's down for the deal to, like, hand the rock
Why
over
do this,
for
Vash?
Dalmasca. That's right, that's right.
This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
I like the idea she has of going feral. Yeah, so Fran's got basically permanent berserk right now, so we'll just let her do whatever she wants. And she's hitting really fucking hard. So Fran's got the worst stats of everyone in the party, but she makes up for it by having, like, an absurd amount of cutscene power. Well, Vosser. Looks like you're in an awkward situation. Come on, use your techniques. Come on. Fran's berserk right now, so that means that she hits harder and attacks faster, but also I can't tell her to do literally anything. Yeah, you can't do any of it. We'll just let her go nuts. Luckily we've got Ash to do all the healing for us. Now Vossler's big mad. Slowed him, everybody. We're chipping away at him. Fran is not berserk anymore, surprisingly enough. I think we're fine. Fran can take these hits. Not if Vossler attacks 6 fucking times in a row. What the hell? Okay, whatever. We won. I don't care.
Engine power falling rapidly. Each negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down
What's
there?
happened?
The nethicite's draining the ship's power.
Disengage it at once.
Now the Nethicite is slurping the entire fuel source of the ship. I'm going to swing and then keep swinging and then swing again. Hey, you know this game has limitations on how fast I can attack. What if I just didn't? What if I just didn't do that?
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
Yeah. So I wait until
I
the
know
bar
you do.
fills up, and then I swing once. But what if I
would ne'er
swung
gainsay your
6
loyalty.
times?
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late? I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
Vossler, I have no idea what the fuck you thought you were doing. Literally in one fell swoop, just fucked everything up. Wait, where are we going? Like, are we gonna get the rock? What are we escaping on? The whole fucking ship is exploding. Oh, we just found a little. Okay, sure, why not? Wow, that's a lot. I kind of forgot about this cutscene.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
What's that?
That was a fucking singularity was what that was.
I think it's the dawn shot.
Did they just set off a magic atomic bomb? I think so. I think that was the equivalent of them going like, what happens if I put this in the engine and it's just like a lump of uranium? Like they just jammed it in there. It's like, oh, we've got a little problem. There's like a lot of energy. Like a lot of energy. Oh god, oh fuck. And then it explodes.
The Arcadian Imperial Army lost.
A whole fucking fleet exploded.
Quit I, Bougerba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Don Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ash
uranium is one of those materials, like uranium and radium, just anything that's radioactive. It's kind of wild how people used to interact with those things. Because uranium is one thing. I think it's like stable in its normal form, but what is it? Radium leaks radiation just kind of whenever it exists. So that's why like when people were interacting with it, they just didn't really use safety equipment, so a lot of people died prematurely as a result. And one thing I heard about is that there was a company that had was making watches that glow in the dark. And that meant that they would have to paint the hands with radium, right? Well, apparently they would have the hands of these watches get hand painted by these women that would just do it raw, and like they didn't even use gloves or anything. And not only did they not use gloves, I think they were encouraged to lick the brushes that they were using to paint the radium onto the hands of the clock to keep like the bristles like stiff. So as a result, they all got big fucking cancer. So, and then they did like a class action lawsuit against the company that they were working for, and then the company basically tried to, like, the way they litigated it is that they tried to extend the lawsuit as long as possible to see if all the defendants would just fucking die. To see if all the plaintiffs would just fucking die before the suit could go through. Anyway, shit's fucked up. Don't mess around with radiation.
Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency,
the Senate.
Justice must be served. A convenient thing.
Here's a hot ball of metal. We're gonna use it without a second thought. Yeah. Makes my skin kind of tingle. That means it's powerful, right?
A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lauser will make for a fine emperor.
Sure, you appear to have mysterious lumps appearing on your flesh. Clearly that's a result of I've just got too much sodium in my diet. That's not a result of the hot rocks I've been rubbing on my naked body at night.
Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Lauser has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest,
as I recall.
Did the king have some of his sons executed? I know he mentioned that like he had sons that were warring with each other over the throne.
So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured. By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
Oh, this cutscene drives me fucking nuts. You'll see. Okay, so Rosler's ghost picked up the rock from wherever the hell it fell after it nuked the Empire and then just brought it back to Ash, right? And that's why she has it again. And now Vaughn shows up. So that whole thing implies some connection between like Vaughn and Rosler, like since he's able to see the ghost. Right, so keep that in mind.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
It's so awkward. He just shows up. He just shows up, and then there's just no conversation. The cutscene just ends.
Before, Lady Ash.
And they're like, okay, 4 days later.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike.
Hi, I'm here. I'm relevant to the story. I'm telling you, Vaughn, every time he shows up in a cutscene and like has any influence, it's literally just, hey, I'm vaguely connected to you in some way, and then that's it. And then he gets to stick around for a little bit longer, and then they do it again with a different character.
All this.
Why is Vaughn connected to Balthier? Well, Balthier wanted the thing that he stole, and Vaughn wants to be a sky pirate, so that's why he keeps following Balthier around. And then why is Vaughn connected to Bosch? Well, Bosch was framed for the killing of the Emperor, and also Vaughn's brother was killed during that thing that happened. Okay, so there's that. That's why he doesn't like Bosch and interacts with him. Okay, why is Bosch relevant to Ash? Oh, Bosch can see Ash, the ghost of Ash's Ash's dead fucking husband, which is not it's a bit of a stretch, but he just can.
Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes.
And Penella's just here because she's attached to Vaughn.
I will avenge those who have died. And the Empire will know remorse.
Okay.
You even know how to use it?
The Gareth may know. The Gareth people live by the old ways.
Like Fran's around to give a lot of like a lot of lore essentially because she knows a lot. Because I think Vieira lived pretty long.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Gareth.
Must?
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you.
Wait, is that her wedding ring that he's asking for? That's fucked up. Or is it the other one? No, it's the one on her middle finger because it's flipping around a bit, which means she's about to remove it.
I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
Collateral.
What do you mean something more valuable?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me?
God, I wish I fucking knew.
I guess... Well, you know...
God, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Vaughn. Tell me, please. Tell me you want something. Tell me you have a goal. Sorry, I think I'm a little spicy coming off of the end of Far Cry 4, and now I'm just extra critical about story shit, which is why I'm being such a bitch about this.
Now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know, but we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
The kid's still doing handstands. Alright. So we're in the bazaar, which is actually the worst place to be shopping. We're gonna go over to the stores. Rabanastra is like you keep coming back to the place just because that's where most of the resources are. Let's go over to the stores, the shops, and then see if we can grab some stuff. Oh yeah, we're cruising. Okay. Hang on. So, we just picked up a bunch of licenses. Yeah, we're going to be giving our man here katanas from here on out. Also gonna have him wear mystic armor, I think. For the addition, because the way katanas work in this game is that I think they work both off of damage and magic. So that's why the Bushi has access to, like, magic lore and stuff like that. It's a little weird, but it'll work. You'll see. Bosch will be doing damage. Trust me, bro. Actually, let's get weapons first. I like damage more than I like defense for right now. Take a look-see at what's available. Take the Amal challenge. You'll not find weapons of higher quality. We've got a bunch of stuff, don't we? Not as much stuff as I was hoping, but it's an amount. I'm telling you, this game really fucking skips you on the money. It's hard. It's hard. I swear. Okay, we actually do not have more. We do not have new equipment available. Never mind. I guess I overprepared a little bit. But we can get Fran a longbow. Fran's actually not a good archer, believe it or not, despite the fact that she starts with a bow. Because, well, it's by not a good archer, I mean she's just not optimal. The only RPG that makes you get a job in this economy. I need to get a job. I need to get licensed. Everything's expensive. It's too real. This isn't a fantasy anymore. It's not what I want. Okay, yeah, this works. This works. This works. Sell that mace. Sell that shield. Bosch. That magic power and vitality. Ooh. Actually, let's double check. Is there a katana available right now? We can hold off for a little bit. Yeah, we'll hold off on equipping Bosch with like robes, and we'll hold off on equipping Bosch with robes and a katana until we've got new ones available, so that actually does like put him up a bit. It's weird. A lot of what I learned about how to equip, equip people in this game really came from not from the video game, but from reading up on stuff like online. I don't know how the fuck you were supposed to learn about it otherwise. Like, oh, how do you know how katanas like get their damage? I wouldn't know unless I read it online. I'm not sure how you're supposed to learn about it in this game. I'd probably take a look at well, I don't really have that much money, but I should probably take a look at accessories and such. See where we're at. I like how that random dude in the middle of the desert has the exact same inventory as every shop in this whole city combined. Now that's service, I'm telling you. Literally the modern day equivalent of Amazon. It's just a guy with an entire city's worth of storage just on one horse, one chocobo. Delivers it straight to you. Who the fuck sells accessories? Oh, no, I don't see any jewelry stores. You know, one type of RPG I wish we saw more. One thing I thought was really charming about the Mother series, Earthbound and mainly Earthbound over here in the West, was that I found it really charming how they had I find the idea of like kids running around and then just living life as if it's an RPG kind of cute. And I really liked how they found equivalencies between actual things like services that exist in real life and like RPG stuff. Like, oh, instead of you getting potions and stuff, you eat like a hamburger that you bought from a fast food store, or like instead of getting weapons from just like a weapons shop, you instead like get like construction equipment or something. And one thing that one game that had that was South Park and the Stick of Truth, where they like you basically the way you got stuff was kind of funny. Or what do I remember about it? It's like I remember that like the equipment you would wear wasn't actually just because the whole thing was just like a big LARPing session that like every kid in town was in on. So what happened is that instead of using like actual weapons, it's like, oh, this is a battle axe, and it's some fucking stop sign that someone picked up and like cut chunks out of to make it look like a battle axe. Or they're like, oh yeah, this is like a scimitar, and it's like it could be like a foam saber that someone got from like a Walmart or something. And it's like I don't know, I just found that super charming. I kind of wish we got more games that were kind of like that. Because Earthbound's, or like the Mother series definitely isn't coming over here. There hasn't been a new Mother game in a good long while, and I don't think another South Park game's coming out. And the last one was way different. Not bad, but it was way different from the Stick of Truth. And that's a shame, because I really, really like the Stick of Truth. I think we're as equipped out as we're going to get for right now. Outside of getting Fran a bow, I don't think we need to worry too much about the other stuff. Although, actually, Vaughn... We need Vaughn to learn some white magic, like, immediately. What's this down here? 11... Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so we're going down to the Giza Plains. So, some time has passed since we last went to Giza. you guys will see what I mean. So last time we went down there, it was pretty dry. It was like, you know, it was summertime. It's a bit of a drought. The river was dry, so like there was a lot of like just kind of dirt and heat. And most of the enemies were around were like rabbits and wolves and things like that. However, as you can see from the fact that they swapped out the PNG that they used last time, things are a little different now. The rains have come. It's a little bit more wet. It's a little bit more moist. It's a little more green. And now the whole place looks fucking different. So this is Giza Plains Wet, which is like a new, or like I call it Giza Plains Wet, and it's a little different. Yeah, the everything's tougher. Everything's stronger. So everything's leveled up. There's new enemies around, new opportunities. It's a really neat idea, and I like it. I love weather dynamics in games. I like seeing it when like the rains of life have made the world strong. I am nourished by the waters, and I have become powerful. It's a shame it doesn't work for people. Or it doesn't work for these. It doesn't work as well for these people. But like, yeah, I always love like weather dynamics in games and how they change things. How they make like if they see like they make things they make things different. Change. That's one thing I wanted to see more in Death Stranding was how like changing weather would kind of force you to adapt. Not just in the sense it's like, oh yeah, there's time fall happening, it's raining, so like you got to find cover. That's one thing, but I kind of wish they had more, like, variety, and it was more of a thing that you had to predict and prepare for. That's a big turtle. You know, I totally forgot. We've got a couple hunts that we haven't done yet, right? Yeah, we've got... Oh, shit, I never did this. Oh, no, wait, we beat this one. I just need to talk to the guy. Yeah, we need to go back to town after we kill this turtle. One thing people pay attention to in this game is that they have, please kill this thing. Oh, there it goes. One thing that they have added to this game is that they have, one thing people pay attention to is animations, because in this game, the way it works is that you'll notice that every character, like, they have this little bar that fills up, and then when it fills up, they perform the action, right? The bar doesn't empty out and start filling up again until the character has finished the animation for whatever they're doing. So characters with quicker animations for weapons will actually act just a little bit faster than characters with slower animations. That's one reason why Fran is not considered an optimal, like, archer, because she actually has one of the slower bow drawing and shooting animations in the game. Really small thing, but if you're for some goddamn reason trying to push your Final Fantasy 12 party as like far as possible, that's one way to do it. Okay, we need to talk to Cheryl, who I think is a guard in the weapon shop. Because we have killed a big lizard form, and I want the government stipend that he has set aside for me. Slain the Wyvern Lord, have you? You've done Robin Nostra a great service, boy. After you'd set out, I thought I might have been overreacting just a touch after all, but there's not to be gained from doubting now, is there? You've done a man's job. Here's your bounty. Take it with my thanks. Money from the government. I love it. I got a cool bow. Is that better than what? Oh my god. Okay. Hold a moment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, 6 more damage. Let's do it. They also have a shell shield, which I think is literally a shield that gives permanent shell, which is very cool. We'll put that on Ash, I guess. We need to get you a sword, actually, Ash. When do we get great swords on this woman? Oh, that's way down there. Oh boy. Oh yeah. You see that sword down there, Demon's Bane? That was the sword you would have. That's the sword we would have gotten if we had beaten the If we had beaten. What was it? If we had beaten the demon wall the first time around, and this was not the Zodiac version of the game, we would have been able to get that. But unfortunately not. Where is the shell shield? Is it like a special thing? Is that like, does that have like its own? Some of the items in this, some of the equipment in this game has like its own little slot. Bro, where is it? Zodiac and Kushion, heavy armor, great swords, battle lore. Oh my god, it is all the way over here. Holy cow. Okay, we're not using that anytime soon. Does Shikari have access to it? Hang on. Shields. 5, 9, shields. Dude, I wish they showed you what the icons look like instead of just kind of hiding it behind these little chest squares to make it a little easier to tell. I don't think the Shikari can equip it at all. I'm not seeing any unique ones. Block, shield, whatever. I guess not. Okay. Alright. We can only put it on a knight, and we can only put it on a knight that's gotten their fucking board all the way the fuck over here. So that's not happening anytime soon. Me? Get sell the rods, sell the longbow. Can we get a hang on, can we get a shield for Ash real quick? Make her more of a frontliner. I kind of like that we're putting shields and stuff on Ash just because she's definitely she definitely looks right with the one-handed sword. She's got a good like stance and animation for it, and that's kind of what she was equipped with back when she was Amalia and like back when she was Amalia and she was a character for she was like a guest character. That's the word I was looking for. Also, I don't know. She's supposed to be like a princess, so I think she fits the idea of like a paladin. Okay. Okay. Part 2. Let's do it again. We've turned that in. We need to go to. Actually, let's go see if we can take care of the Rocktoise and Lusu mines before we leave. Oh yeah, and we should also check the board after that and see if there's any more hunts. I do want to see if I can do all of the hunts, or at least all the hunts that I can manage. And then after that, I want to do all the hunts that I can manage, and then like maybe see if I can get all the best equipment for the classes that I have. And I think that's about the extent of the optional content in this game that I want to do. Because most of the time, like a classic Final Fantasy or a classic JRPG in general, this game has a lot of optional content that's really fucking hard, and I don't want to sweat it too much. Like, you know how in Persona 5 there's an optional boss where you can fight the the Velvet Room twins. Yeah, I never did that because I didn't want to sweat over it. The games are different when you stress over, when you like, not stress over them, but when you try to do stuff that's like deliberately extremely challenging. Just the way you play the game is just fundamentally different. And I don't know, I kind of want this to feel, I want this to still feel casual despite the fact that I'm thinking like a lot about, or like I'm doing a lot of, not thinking so much, but I'm benefiting from the thinking of other people. And attempting to do like try to build a good party, but like I don't want to make like the best thing that I possibly can, or at least that's not my main concern. One reason why I kind of want to put Machinist on... One reason why I thought Machinist would be good on Balthier was because apparently the best gun in the game is like pretty easily acquirable. And once you get it, it does like whoever's using the gun does like a fuck ton of damage. I'm hoping to look into that. Okay, let's zoom through. I don't care about these peasants. Take me to where the Rocktoise is. Woo! Okay. Ouch. Okay, we're going. We're making distance. I'm getting blinded. Coming through the bone zone. Woo! Okay. Okay. Where do I go now? Okay. Ash actually has decent strength, believe it or not. She's a good character, solid all around. So like, while her stats tend more towards magic, she's still a pretty strong. She's still a pretty strong like melee character if you want to equip her for that. I think she's a good candidate for katanas because she has good magic. Alright, let's boogie. We're doing good damage. Glad for the new bow. Alright, let's see if this goes any better. Ouch. Alright, we're fine. This thing doing this so much, Jesus. Ash. We are going to have you cast Protect. Good. At least we're not instantaneously fucking dying anymore, that's good. Luckily, I gave Balthier the health of like 6 men. Holy shit, 3 hits. Oh, she's about to get flashed. Why is this thing gonna flash? Is that a Pokemon? Oh my god. 2 hits. 3 hits. I'll finish the thing off. There we go. Alright, much better, much better. See, we're getting stronger. In no time at all. Alright. Off we go again. See, I think there's a point at some point in the game where we get to fight. We haven't gotten there yet, but I want to see it. I want to see how it goes. You remember those bounty hunter guys, the lizard people? You refight them at some point in the game, and I kind of want to see how that fight ends up going. Ah, Christ. At least the white screens are doing a good job keeping me awake. Jesus. I'm blind. Have any idea what it's like to try to brush your teeth with a lobster? I think you'd be able to tell the difference if you're... I'm blind! Okay, where the fuck was that? Where's the guy that gave us this? Where's Pilk? I remember him. Remember your name, you little boy. Where are you? Over by the bar area, that's right. The vagrant that he is. Am I at? Okay, off we go. There, I killed your turtle. Sorry. Thank you, Kupo. What a pal, Kupo. And look, my pet has learned his lesson and come home. No, I don't understand. I don't understand. I killed it. I don't get it. Did I just break it or something? What is this? Was it like a Matryoshka doll? I don't... Carbo, thank the nice young gentleman, Kupo. Thank you. My pet, his name's Carbo. I know, Kupo, I know. It's not good to keep a pet in secret. I'm really sorry for what happened. I'm going to move someplace where we can both live in peace, Kupo. Here, accept this as a token of my thanks. And thank Mont Blanc for me, too. I just shrank it, I guess. Rival, thank you. Okay, thank you. Alright, whatever. The more I think about this, the less sense it's gonna make to me, so whatever. What is a survival vest? Like, what level? Not. Fucking, hang on. Oh, light armor 5, okay. It's good. Alright, cool. Right now... Oh, that wasn't the bar. I keep mistaking the big vase that's supposed to be the general store that sells items and the bottle with the cup next to it, and that's supposed to be the bar. I keep mistaking those two because they're both like green. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't spend that long looking at things. I just kind of skim over them. My brain fills in the gaps, and if it makes sense to me, I just kind of say, yeah, sure, that's what it is. Alright, no sport. Oh, shit, we've got rank 5ers. Okay. First of all, Encolado Slavin. It's a rank 2 from a dude in Jahara. There is a creature on Osmode Plane. Kill it. This is how one summons a hunter, is it not? Good. I will be waiting. Alright, cool. We got that. What about Croakadile? That sounds a lot like a Pokemon. It's a mutant lizard. Someone in Giza wants it. I lost a ring and I must have it back. I wait on Giza Plains. Come during the rains. Sure. I think there's a way to, like, swap the Giza between the rains and the dry, but I think right now it's stuck as rain. Ringworm, which is a disease. Lesser Dragon, rank 3. It's Petitioner. The Petitioner is Balzac, who's in Rabanastra. I have to make frequent... Balzac has to make frequent trips through the Wester Sand. Last time I met more than my match. Need a hunter to clear the way. Let's beat the Petitioner. Can be found at the following location. And now, for some goddamn reason, we're allowed to take rank 5s, which are really fucking hard. We've got White Moose, which is a mutant flan. That's the Petitioner's Sorbet in Rabanastra. I'm in something of a fix. A monster has made off with an item of great importance to me. I seek the aid of a hunter to win it back, Kupo. Go and speak to Petitioner? Yes. And last is the Merilith, which is a Crimson Serpent. Petitioner is Tavern Master in Rabanastra. A friend wishes to make an exceptional toast, so I want to send him an exceptional serpent wine. Yeah, we're doing this for wine? You get to slay the exceptional serpent. Speak to the Petitioner. I think the hunts are cute. Like, they're these little... Like, I like that they all have their own little kind of little baby story attached to each one. Like, it's not always just like, oh, there's something here, kill it. Like, there's usually a reason for it. Okay, if I recall correctly, none of those... Half of them were in Rabanastra, one's on Giza, one's... No, wait. Half of them were in Rabanastra. Yeah, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 Rabanastra, 1 in Jahara, which is where we're heading, and then 1 in Giza Plains, which is also where we're heading. So we've got a couple people to talk to. We've got nothing left to do here in Booge. I'm booking it. Alright. There's someone, like, right outside here, I think, that is giving us one of the really fucking hard ones. Oh, it's Sorbet, right? You come about the bill I posted? Thank you, Kupo. I'm in a sticky yeah, bet. I'm in a sticky situation, Kupo. That wobbly white confection got the better of me. I prefer not to go into details until you officially agree to the hunt. It's all rather personal, you understand. Will you accept my hunt, Kupo? Except, now I can tell you that my tale of woe, Kupo. You see, old Dallin had given me a key, a broken old thing that wasn't working. I have a brother who's quite adept at repairing such things, and old Dallin had asked that he'd do precisely that, Kupo. Dallin gave me a wobbly white treat by way of thanks, and, well, I decided I'd eat that before taking the key to my brother. I didn't want Hurdy or the others to find out, so I went over to the plaza in the South Sprawl to eat it, Kupo. And, well, I tripped. And how I tripped! I dropped the treat and key both, and watched them tumble down into the Garamsith waterway. Desperate, I set out, determined to find the key and the treat. I'd reached the West Sluice control of the Garamsith waterway when I saw it. That wobbly white creature took the key and my treat, I'm sure of it. If you could defeat it, I'm certain we can get back the key. I'm willing to mark the treat down as lost at this point, but I must have that key, Kupo. Oh god, I was about to tell me that his dessert mutated into a fucking slime creature, but I guess it just ate it. Somewhere in the sewers, there's a gross white slime. I'm not gonna do this anytime soon. That one, this one's gonna be troublesome, and this one's also gonna be troublesome. Or Sprawl in Lowtown and Tavern Master in the bar, presumably. I like the dialogue in this game. There's a lot of personality to, like, the characters. One thing you don't always get that in games, and it's always really cute when you can. Know about the bill, have you? Then you know I'm in need of an ingredient most rare. Naturally, a mark is involved, or I wouldn't need a hunter. I have received an order for a fine serpent wine, a gift to thank someone for rescuing a person of importance or some such. But I like the ingredients to fill the order. We're talking about an exceptional serpent wine, so only the finest ingredients will do. Will you help me make the serpent wine? Accept. Splendid. Now no wine can be made without a proper must, and only the serpent wine must of the legendary Merilith will do here. Starting to see why I need a hunter? Defeat this Merilith and bring me the serpent wine must. If you enter the Zertnan Caverns from the Western Sand, you should find the Merilith. That said, I searched high and low with no luck. I wish I'd had more time to look around, but I wouldn't do to leave the tavern for too long, so I gave up and decided to post a bill. You get all that? Enter the Zertnan Caverns from the Western Sand and find the Merilith. And when you go prepared. After that, we've got a guy to talk to in Lowtown, and I also want to stop by Clan Centurio to see if we've got any elite marks to pick up from Mont Blanc. I found Ivalice really interesting. I kind of wish I got to see. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because all of the games that since Final Fantasy tries to have like a whole new set of characters each time. Like I kind of wanted more follow through with more of its stories. I don't know what happens in Revenant Wings, but I was under the impression that nothing too crazy happens during it that like expands on Vaughn as a character or anything. Kupopo, you're a Vanguard already. You've been burning the midnight oil. Clan Centurio knows how to treat its hard-working members, Kupo. Here, a reward for your accomplishment. 3 high potions, 2 teleport potions. I also defeated the Demon Wall. Presenting in gratitude for discoveries providing new insights into the times of King Raithwall. 600 gil and a warp bow. Hell yeah. So, you now command an Esper. Impressive. Urix sends you this with his compliments. An epic tale of bark I now to write, of you whose deeds give voice to silent muse. Oh. And there's a Gill Snapper. The now Geese of the Rains. A degen tortoise that once menaced Giza Plains has returned. And it may be my fault. Please, I need your help. Why is it degenerate? Does it browse weird image boards? What happened? Remember, I'm just an intermediary. You need to talk to the contact. Yada yada yada. Down in the Giza Plains. Gotcha. Going to ask about the Gill Snapper, are you? You've got some drive in you, boy. I could learn a thing or two from you. Been sitting on my tail so long it's like to sprout roots. Maybe it's time I went on a hunt myself. Best of luck, buddy. I'm sure we'll have some follow-up with that at some point. There's a bunch of little side quests in this game that aren't really marked or tracked, but they're relevant. You can get certain rewards from them. I think one of them, which is really long, gets you an extra copy of a really important accessory. There's an accessory in this game called the Genji gloves that I think make it so that you do like you have additional like combat potential, like combo potential or something like that, and it's a really powerful accessory. And normally you can only buy one of them because it's a bazaar thing. But there's another pair you can get from doing a side quest chain, and I need to look into that. Okay. Coming up on 2 hours here, so I think I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna see if we can kill one of those lower level marks, and then after that we can close it out for today. Take a look here. Hunts. Right. Well, we can kill the lizard. No, I gave Penella Black Battle Mage, but I never taught her anything. Or Black Mage. Fire Thunder. We finally have someone that knows Blizzard. Took a while. Sweet. Alright. Got her in a good position. Oh, are we? Okay. No way in goddamn hell that Ash is gonna be able to get all the way the fuck over there. Maybe we can get Balthier. Maybe if we went to Bushi and got, like, are there battle lores on the Bushi board? There are. Are they all in, like, this corner? That's good. Oh, we can make this man strong, like, right away. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, yeah, we're getting that. Nice. Alright, I can feel it. I can feel the potential, the growth potential. I understand what's gonna happen. Know how to build my party. I've got a feel for it. I'm always impressed by how Final Fantasy, like, each game manages to be totally different, but I don't think any, like, I feel like, despite that, few of the games turn out to be, like, remarkably, like, they're not totally bad, you know? Like, I think even the Final Fantasies that people consider bad aren't that bad, you know? Like, I guess, I'm talking about the mainline series, of course. Like, I think the side stuff's a bit more of a grab bag, but, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Oh yeah, another thing about... Jesus Christ, don't do that to me. A funny thing about the rains in Giza is that because now that there's water everywhere and, like, the rivers are full and stuff like that, some paths have opened, some paths have closed. The whole, like, you see this whole river, I don't think this was there before, so you used to be able to, like, just cross over. So pretty much, like, when Giza Plains was dry, pretty much any place where you go down into a divot and then come back up, that's just now just full of water. Oh, also, I think everyone moved. The ring, the precious ring. God, oh, this guy's dead. Eaten by the crocodile. Slay it for me. The ring, her ring. Find it. Bring it here. Creature near a bridge. Okay, I was not expecting a ghost. There's a ghost, right? Yeah. I forgot that the village moved. I was expecting them to be here. Well, this is perfect. I forgot everyone leaves the village during this. Hey, me too, buddy. I'm a blundering fool, Kupo. What's that? A sad-looking man, Kupo? Haven't seen anyone matching that description around here, Kupo. Curious seek. Phew, just come from Osmode Plain. I'm dead tired. Not all that far, no. Just keep making your way south through Giza. Head out the village here and you're on your way. There's a Gare village out on the west end of the plain. Mind yourself if you head out that way, though. The creatures there are murder. Alright, where is that lizard? Okay, it's down south somehow. I guess we have to go this way. I keep, like, fingering the fast forward button. I should probably ease off of it a little bit. It's it's making gameplay look a little weird. Toad. That's a woolly gator. That is a creature. Glad we got Frown a ranged weapon again, and she doesn't suck with it. I'm just really glad we've got the second license boards now. It's like a big part of the game that I was, like, really into when I first played through it, and, like, not having access to that was kind of bothering me. Okay, so this curls around and then we can go south, I see. This is a wacky setup. Trying to get around all this water. You know what this reminds me of? This one time I was playing hide and seek with some friends of mine, and I thought it would be extremely clever of me to hide like on the edge of a pond, like in a bush. And I thought, like, because I figured, hey, there's no way they're gonna look here, because they're not gonna like walk out onto the pond and then like try to like, they're not gonna walk out into the pond or like look around it. They're gonna assume I went somewhere like normal, where like a normal person would go. And obviously, in my infinite wisdom, I walked alongside and I fucking slipped because the area around it was wet, believe it or not. And I ended up just fucking kerplunking straight into the water, and that was loud and audible, and everyone knew exactly where it was as a result. It was super lame. Anyway, if you ever play hide and seek, just don't fuck around with water. You know, don't try to do anything too stupid. Don't overestimate your ability to balance. It's not gonna work out. A green beret. Spawn equip that? Oh hell yeah. What did that do? Oh yeah, there's a bridge you can build by fucking up some trees. That'll flow down to the southwest, which means it's gonna bridge up an area somewhere else. Here's another one. I should keep an eye out for these, just to save me some grief. Yeah, over there. Big lizard should be somewhere around here, right? Is that it? Or no, that's a rock. Happens all the time. Lizards and rocks. By the bridge, he said. Where is it? Oh yeah, you see, we've got a couple of trees over here already. Or maybe that's something else. Maybe I'm just maybe that's not at all related to what I was dealing with. Oh my god! Okay, not what I was expecting. Guess we're sticking to physical damage for this thing because it's got shell. 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Can you not, please? I'd rather you just not do that. You know, I don't get multi-hits all that often, so I'd really appreciate it if the enemies would stop fucking comboing me to death. Thing still got shell on it? Oh yeah. Still does, absolutely. What should I need to spell? That'll be a handy spell once I get access to it. Growing threat. Oh hell yeah, there we go. Now I've got the combo attacks. You like that shit? Ouch. What the fuck? What? Okay, Ash is dead. Oh, what? How much damage did it do? 1,200? Jesus Christ. There we go. Okay, it's dead. Alright, I got a little nervous there that they cast Bubble Beam and just fucking obliterated Ash on the spot, but we're good. We're good. Go. We have acquired the ring, I guess, and we will put that ghost to rest. It'd be really hilarious if it turned out that guy wasn't a ghost at all, just like he was just like a guy. Just like a guy that just sometimes looks a little invisible and talks kind of slow. What the hell? Takes you to the Wester Sand. I did not know. Okay, noted. That is baffling that it's like raining all over the place here, and you could just literally walk through one zone transition and then bam, you're just in the desert. Let's book me on back. Don't want to take too long. Just past the 2-hour mark, and I want to stick to that for today. Why is the gator attacking me? What did I do? That's the ring. At long last, it is found. The Croakadile, you've defeated it. Nice. Please, I beg you, the ring of the toad. Take it to my beloved. Go. I grow weak. So cold. So cold. Oh, I thought he was going to disappear. Okay. Is that hunt still, is it listed as complete, or? Yeah, it's listed as done. Report to City. Yeah. We just have to, I guess we just have to find out where his sweetheart went and they give her the ring at some point. Alright, that was Croakadile, which I'm still, there's, Croakadile's a Pokemon, isn't it? Or something like that. Croaka something. Whatever. Anyway, that'll be it for today. We made some good progress. Got through Sup Raithwall. Got through a bunch of boss fights, and then managed to get here to the moist plains. So that'll be it for today. I think tomorrow we are going to be playing Far Cry 5, and that we're going to start that playthrough, and then no, wait, tomorrow we're going to start Far Cry 5. We'll start Far Cry 5 next weekend. Tomorrow I think Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and I want to see if I'm able to make that work. I'm still figuring out an issue with my laptop, audio-wise, so I might, but I do want to do like a 2 PC like setup with that game, because it's just like, how would I describe it? The big issue with Modern Warfare 2019 was that it was an extremely heavy piece of software. It basically, that game did not respect my CPU at all. It made it so that they, like, I remember trying to play Modern Warfare 2019 on a laptop that honestly wasn't that bad. It was only like a couple years old, and it was struggling mightily to try to like handle the whole thing. So I am going to try to play that game. I'm going to try to play that game on this computer. I'm going to do like a test run with recording to see how like the frame rate looks and all that, and how the encoding is. If it doesn't work out, I'll just try to do a 2 PC. I think I've got a workaround for part of the audio problem. I think I'm just going to plug my microphone directly into the laptop, so at least I'll sound fine. The game will just sound like trash, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, for right now, that's the plan. That's the game I'm going to be playing tomorrow, and then we'll do Far Cry 5 next weekend, which will be like a cowboy with a shovel run essentially. So that'll be fun. And then after Far Cry 5, I'll be done with Far Cry for the foreseeable future. I'm not playing 6. But yeah. So that's what'll come in the future. But for right now, we are done. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Since it is Monday and the week is just starting. And I also hope that you guys enjoyed your time here, and I also hope to see you again soon. So with that said, goodbye.